What's up, y'all? It is Friday, October the 23rd, and we are back at the public land where we saw those does several weeks ago. So I'm here actually early enough. Got out of work a little bit early today on this Thursday, and see if I can't catch up to some deer. Alright, so we're made it to where my camera is. It's 4:45, so we still have time to set up. I'm going to take the camera down real quick, put it in my backpack, and then there's a crossing kind of right about, 30 yards away. So I'm going to try to find a tree to set up in between there and here. So I just found a scrape right behind me. I don't know if you can see it. It's right behind those stumps right there. It's getting kind of late. It's like 5 o'clock. So I really need to find a spot to set up. I just don't know. There's really not a good tree to set up in that's shootable to the scrape and has good cover. So right now I'm trying to figure out how conservative or aggressive I want to be, and we're gonna climb a tree like ASAP and see what happens. So we're just gonna set up in the tree. It's right at 5:30, way later than I wanted to be here, but we're in here. We've got a real fresh scrape. You can still see the paw marks. It wasn't wet, but it's fresh. So sitting over it, we can almost shoot to it. Well, if the deer comes a long way from it, or to it, if I can catch him before it gets there, I can get him. So tonight, at the very least, is a success because we found some good sign. I'm going to try to get a camera hung over the scrape on my way out, and probably freshen it up with my own brand, and then we'll get out of here and probably hunt back here tomorrow night. So. Alright, just a little more info about the setup. So the scrape is right about there. Got a good trail going this way. I mean, it's really close. And then this side is the creek. It's really open over there. That's private, so I can't shoot over there. But the wind's blowing over the creek, so there's no way for deer to get in behind me. And it's super thick back in here and then back that way. So there's a bunch of these little trees, new growth, and scrape about 20 yards away. So I like this spot a lot. Hopefully it'll show us something. Tonight would be nice, but I'll probably be back out here tomorrow night. So I guess we'll see. Alright, well that's a wrap for tonight. It's pretty much dark, so we're going to, because there's probably a couple more minutes we can sit, and then I'll pack up. Gonna get my camera ready to roll before I get down, and then throw it up really quick, and then get out of here. So, what's up, y'all? It is November the 7th. Dipped out of work early because we have a south wind, and the south wind is what I need to hunt the private piece where I had a couple of really good encounters last year, and have had a bunch of pretty good deer on camera this year. So I'm about to throw my stuff on and make the short trek out there. So all right, we made it out here. I didn't set up in the tree I usually set up in. That tree's about probably, I don't know, 20 yards that way. But all of the deer that I've seen go to the scrape, and then cut kind of this way, right in front of that tree. So I set up a little bit off of there, so I have a good shot. I've got a really good strong side shot and a bunch of really good openings on what looks like the trail, right at about 20 yards, 15-20 yards. So I think this is a really good setup. Just need the deer to cooperate. So we're going to settle in. Really good wind right now. It's kind of going across me. So I'm about probably 40 yards downwind of the scrape. So another thing, if a buck's coming through to scent check the scrape, he'll do it in between me and the scrape, theoretically. We'll settle in and see what we can see. Alright, to go over the setup a little bit, the tree that I usually set up in is that tree right there. The scrape is about maybe 30 or 40 yards that way, probably 40, because it's 20 from that tree. And there's a really good trail that runs along the ridge and down this way, which unfortunately I can't really shoot to. But there's another really good trail, and a lot of the deer that I've watched come from the scrape and then work their way through. And hopefully if they do, they'll work their way right down through there, back into the swamp and into some other neighbor's property. So I've just gotta be ready, especially if they come from behind me. Last year, the second time I almost shot that buck, he walked this trail right here, and I had him at 15 yards, and I was full draw, but I couldn't get a shot off because it was too dark. So this year, if he walks that trail again, he'll be at 15 yards right there, and hopefully I'll be able to bust him. I've got good back cover both directions, so wherever they come from, hopefully I won't get busted. But it's a good spot, good setup, good visibility, but still good cover. So we're gonna, like I said a minute ago, we're gonna settle in and hopefully see some deer. Catch you guys in a little bit. Another good night in the woods. It's a really nice night. It's nice and quiet. Gonna leave my setup here and be right back out here in the morning. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the morning. Hopefully get some action. Later. Morning, y'all. It's Saturday, November the 8th, and it's obviously a lot lighter than you would expect me to be walking in, but it's actually been raining all morning, so rain just let up a little bit earlier than I expected. I had hoped to be in the tree as it stopped raining, but we don't have very far to walk. We're back at some private land that I've had access to this morning, and all my stuff's already set up in the tree, so all I have to do is get to the tree, climb up, and settle in. I think within 15 minutes I'll be set up and ready, so I'm going to try to get in as quietly as possible, and hopefully I expect the deer will, since it's rained for a good while, so everything's pretty wet, and I'm hopeful that they'll come in to check the scrape, and hopefully something will be big enough to catch an arrow. So we'll catch you guys when we get to the tree. Later. Alright, so we made it to the tree. Jumped a deer on the way in, which kind of sucked, but just kind of couldn't tell what it was. It was a lone deer. It was a big body deer, so that was less than ideal.